All right, welcome to another. This is the holiday edition of the Tony Incomparable Rocco Rompamuro Show. Hey, what do you say? And I'm wearing my
Looks nice.
my James Bond, Chuck Connery, Sean Connery version, turtleneck.
Looks sharp, Tony. Nice.
Sean Connery.
Sean, oh yeah.
James
I
Bond.
thought you were a giant
Sean-
peach.
And when nobody asks you to talk,
Oh,
yet, 'cause
again.
you haven't been introduced.
Oh.
We have to wait. You see, you jump in right away. So yeah, I'm wearing my James Bond, Sean Connery version turtleneck.
Nice.
It's funny. Everybody, I wear something other than blue or black. Everybody loses control.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
So hey, I like your I like your shirt. Nice collar, nice girl turtleneck. And what do you think, Rock? You like it?
I like it. It looks like a fruit. Beautiful.
What do I look like?
Not
That's
bad.
what I
Not
just said, a
pesca.
peach, no?
I like it's a color. Yeah.
Okay, let's bring this guy in.
Pesca,
This
who's this guy
we have a
talking about?
special- Special guest. He was on once before in the summer, in our summer on location.
On location, yeah.
podcast.
Oh
It didn't-
yeah.
It didn't make it to the air.
No.
It was too
That's-
controversial.
That's bad.
Too
Too much.
controversy.
I swear too fucking much.
No, not even that.
No?
It was just the subject matter
Oh,
was
yeah.
was not
negative.
Yeah.
was very negative,
That's
and
all.
we
What
couldn't
happened?
air it. We had a Hooters girl. We had a racist from Georgetown.
Yeah.
And we had Chuck. But Chuck, now this is, by the way, Chuck Charles Shabaris.
Chucky baby.
He's our guest today, and he's actually a very connected guy in the business, in
Yeah.
construction and music. He's very well known in the Toronto area.
Yeah.
He owns a very successful construction company,
Very big.
and he's good at burying problems.
Oh yeah, and people.
That's what I'm saying. There are a lot of problems buried in South Etobicoke.
Oh yeah, a lot
There's
of.
no land left.
In holes, they're buried there. Hey, we got a problem? Call Chuck. You'll bury.
Oh,
him.
that's
You'll
why-
bury- He'll deal with all your problems.
Sometimes when I walk, I go to the park at Tobico, or taking my bike, I find the shoes.
Yeah,
That's why.
either they're on the ground or they're
No, they're standing up, the toes are coming to the
Yeah,
ground
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's a Chaka people.
That's because we had to hurry up with the hole.
That's
Oh,
it. Didn't go deep
Loboco.
enough. He didn't go below the frost line. So when it froze, the
Chuck
feet
comes
came
up.
up.
You gotta
He
go
buried
deep.
him in the summer, and then they froze it. Didn't go down below what's the frost line?
4 feet.
So what happens if you don't go below the frost line? What happens?
The earth moves up.
And what happens? Anything that's
Comes up with it.
there
See?
you go.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
you see the feet.
So frustration has to be for below for quadrupedi.
yes,
You gotta go downstairs.
if you go 4 feet below,
Below.
you got to go more than 4 feet.
So if you go more than 4 feet, you go to hell. Is that what happened?
If you're at the 7-foot mark.
That's you hell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
What
that's
happens
not
if
too
you
far,
hit?
Chuck.
Seriously, what happens if you hit water?
You
when
got a
you're
lot
digging?
of trouble.
You're in
If you hit
China.
Water. How far? Nah.
It depends where you are. You could be in Hogs Hollow. You could be at the beaches, and you could hit an underground stream. Now you're in
What
trouble.
happens?
The water starts coming up.
No, but what do you do if you're building and you hit an underground stream? You go fishing there?
Usually I just leave the site. I'm
No,
done.
Seriously, you can't build if you found water under the ground.
Yeah, you got to bring engineers in, and they got to check out the earth, see how bad it is, and you got to stop the water, reroute it. It becomes an issue.
I gotta ask a question.
See,
This is very serious now. On the rock, I'm not always funny.
yeah.
One guy, indigenous people, native people.
What kind of people?
In the indigenous.
Oh, ingenious.
No, yeah, the native people, those people, Aboriginal people. One guy told me, a lot of time the guys who with the bridge, right? They build a house. They don't ask the native Indian people, the elder people, where the waters are gonna go. They build the Lucazzo de la Casa Rani. They build the house, and the water comes through the ground. Because if they talk to the indigenous people, they know where the water is. Right, Tony?
That
don't know.
makes sense.
Yeah, I found out.
Yeah. This is in Woodbridge only.
There's a
That's
lot of
why-
people that have waters are going to the basement of stadium, not the one that rain from the ground, because they say the engineer people say don't build the house with car. It's water downstairs, so don't go there. They don't. We do it. You don't know nothing. Okay, and then they found la cantina, the cantina.
The cantina, yeah.
Right. Then as soon as they build the cantina, they got the cool. Water comes up the stairs.
Yeah. Now they got fresh water
Oh
to
yeah, Lucazzo, fresh water.
Hold on a sec. So there are houses in Woodbridge that are constantly being flooded.
Yeah, steady.
Yeah. I don't really now. That's
I've never heard of this
That's why the
before.
Italians they went into Keswick now. They don't
Hey,
left.
with the bridges, everybody leaving.
Who's coming in?
I think a lot of Indian people come over there now.
Yeah, they like the water down there.
They're like, yeah, but
They fucking take a bath down there in the cantina now. They turn the cantina into a fucking
where they wash.
a steam room. They wash them up over there. So anyway, really, so what projects are you working on now?
What
construction projects.
I'm working on 3 projects. 3 big additions.
Yeah, all homes, right?
Yeah,
you don't do commercial, you do residential.
Funny you say that.
You wanna
I dwell
speak
into
into the mic.
speak into the mic, the one that I don't notice for 15 minutes.
Yeah, you won't. It's going to be gone in a minute.
Yeah.
You won't even
So I did one commercial project, and it's the last one I do because it's a lot of work.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah. You got to deal with the property management company. You got to deal with
worst.
the condominium owners.
Terrible.
There has to be a board meeting. There has to be a meeting about the board meeting. It's crazy. You can't get nothing
So
done.
what is one of the most fucked up things that happened? You don't have to say the location in terms of your construction project. Like what, like for example, the most fucked up sort of experience building you've had in your career?
I would say that there's actually a few of them.
Just one.
And
You don't
it's
need a-
yeah. Let me
You have
give
an
you a
hour.
list. I got the list.
10 minutes ago, you had to leave in fucking 5 minutes. Now you want to fucking.
Now we got to take notes.
Now you're gonna fucking go 4 or 5 hours of telling story. Just the most fucked up thing.
Yeah. So you take the roof off, and then the rain comes. That's the worst.
When you
And
take
then
the,
everything gets
I
wet.
don't
I'm not
understand.
talking about that. I don't care. I'm talking about experiences with customers.
Oh,
Yeah,
experience with
that's
customers.
what you're talking
Like
about.
someone that said, you know what? I want to build this wall here with the window, and then they build it, and they say, "Fine, I don't like the window. Take it all out." Like something like that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
some kind of
Okay.
fucked up
I
thing
got
that-
Yeah.
one for you.
Yeah.
I got one.
We
So
want to inform our audience. We have up to 41 fucking subscribers.
A lot of people.
41.
41. 6 months ago, we were at 16.
That's right.
So we're doubling.
Wow.
Every 6
Almost a
months.
triple.
Triple.
Wow.
Well, so that's
I'm-
very
I'm,
good. So there are a lot of peoples that of our audience
Yeah.
that want to know shit. So
Yeah, but do they have any money, or better yet,
a
do
lot
they
of
have
our
bungalow?
audience is all affluent.
Yeah?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
So then they don't have a bungalow. I need a bungalow.
they're fluid.
They're
They're
fluent.
very fluid.
Go ahead.
Fluent.
Tell the story.
Okay, so this is an interesting story. So I had this guy who found me at a home show. Actually, it was a design show. Now that I remember, and he said, "I want you to do something for me, build the house, papana." So anyway, so I go to his place, and he's got a house, 2-story house made out of wood siding. That's how old this place is. Wood siding.
Is that like apple cider? Same thing.
That's right. Very similar. So he says he wants to
What's
build
wrong
this
with wood
mansion.
siding? Don't you build fucking wood? Our house is built with wood.
That's what I thought.
No, not wood siding. It's they don't even use wood siding anymore. Now they use
Brick.
No. If you want the wood look,
Matone.
no. If you want the wood look, use hardy plank, which is like a cement board actually.
Oh, cement. That's
It's called
cheap,
hardy.
eh?
Is it hardy because it's hardy? Like it's
No, it's not.
No, that's
That's
the name
brick.
of the manufacturer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tony.
So anyway,
Go
he
ahead.
wanted to build a mansion on a wood frame house. Is that what you said?
So he has this old house, got to
was
be
it?
about 80 years old in Mississauga.
Okay.
Beautiful street. And he wants to build this, it's literally a mansion. It was 7,000 square feet. But he wants to live in his house
And
while we're going to build this. And he doesn't want to tear it down. He wants to build on the outside and move towards the middle. Can you comprehend this?
I'll try my best.
Think of a house in the middle, 2-story house.
Okay.
And he wants to build flanking on each side. And as you're building, he wants you to come and interact with his existing house while he's living in it.
Oh, I see.
What's wrong with that?
That's
I fucking. Are you
easy.
kidding? What's so wrong? What's so fucked up about that?
Exactly. We do normal like that. And in
That's-
Calabria, that's the way we
like-
build a house all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I live in the basement while they're of a house that we're building on top. We
exactly.
didn't have any floors, anything.
Nothing.
Upstairs. We lived in the basement.
Casuto.
So he lived on the first floor.
Yeah.
Now we're ripping it
Yeah.
apart.
What's wrong with that?
What are you talking
how do you
about?
work?
I make love to my wife and they build it the second floor.
Second
God,
floor.
How you supposed to work? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's the most. fucked up
That's
thing?
it. Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Holy
it.
shit! I could tell you stories when I was building my house. What happened? And I'm not even a builder.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm building my house.
Listen.
You know, and I guess they broke in one weekend and had a party in my house. Kids, and they made a mess. They kicked all the drywall. So I just finished drywalling the house at that point. They came in, and I went in. I guess this happened on a Friday night. I went in the Saturday morning to check up on the house, and they fucking made a mess. They kicked all the drywall in. They took shits in the vents. You know, the heating.
The heating ducts.
They pissed in the bathtubs. They made a fucking mess, right? Over $80,000 in damage. Okay, no problem. So we get it all fixed up, you know, bring the drywall crew back, clean all the shit out of the vents. You know, they were like, I guess beer bottles, whiskey bottle, everywhere. Anyway, it took us a couple of weeks. We cleaned everything up. So on Friday, I used to play Friday night hockey with some friends. You know, people that watch this will know. And after Friday night hockey would end about 1 o'clock in the morning, I thought maybe let me drive by the house just to check up what's going on. So I drive by. I'm in my Blazer, my truck, and I see fucking 3 guys kicking in the front door again.
No.
They're fucking kicking in the front door. And I go, what the fuck? So I turn down the street. Now, my house was kind of on a, almost on a T of a road. So, but the T is not really in the middle of the lot. It's to the left of the lot. So I drive down that street and I come on. And I basically see them kicking in. I dial 911. I say, there are people breaking into my house. They're kicking in the front door at 131, at the address. Okay? So I leave the phone on the front seat. Okay? And I just fucking drive my truck right to the front door. Right? I'm by my. Now, meanwhile, the 911 operator is still on the phone.
She's still on. Sure.
And I'm here. What the fuck? I go, you fucking cocksucker! Because I was pissed over the damage they did. They were going in again, and there were a bunch of people around, like waiting to come in. Right?
Really?
I fucking drive right up to the front door. They scatter. Eh? They start running around. I hear this commotion. Right? I get out my car. There's a piece of rebar on the fucking ground. Yeah. Right? So I pick up the rebar. Fling it, boom! I hit one guy in the back. He drops, eh?
Nice.
And so I get out of my car and I'm fucking chasing these guys. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, right? Anyway, so I chase 3 of them, 2 of them actually. That one, he was dropped. He gets up. I chase him across the street to the neighbor's front lawn, and I tackle one of them. Yeah, they're kids, like 20, 21-year-old. Right? And I got him one like this, and I got him like this, like I'm holding him down. The other guy comes, starts fucking hitting me, right? Starts fucking throwing punches at me.
Oh,
right?
boy.
And I fucking grab. I got 2 of them within seconds. Fucking cops from every direction, like 11 cruisers, unmarked cars. They came from every
Beautiful.
They because they thought it was a home invasion that's happened, not in a construction site.
Yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
know the difference.
Yeah.
So cops fucking coming from everywhere. They block all the streets, people scattering, and they fucking they catch the guys, guys in bushes. Eh? So anyway, so they catch all these guys. They put them in the cruisers, and they and one guy was there down. He threw a fucking piece of threw something at me. He's complaining like it's my fault, right? So anyway, they're in the back seat. And there are 3 guys walking down the street, right? And the cops asked me, are those guys part of the group? I said, well, I don't know. Ask them where they got the drywall dust all over their jackets. Maybe you can ask them. Yeah. So they grabbed those 3 guys.
Great detective work.
Yeah, it's
so
good.
they're full of drywall dust.
Yeah, Colombo.
Are these part of the group? I go, I don't know. They got fucking drywall dust all over
That's
them.
right.
And so anyway, there's 2 of them in the back seat. I open the back seat. I stick my head in the back seat of the cruiser. I said, if I ever catch any of you guys here again, never mind the cops, you're fucking dead. You're fucking dead. You won't even live. The cop goes, you're not allowed to say that. He said to me, this is a few years ago, but back now they would probably handcuff me for saying that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But back then, and you can't say anything, So back then, anyway, I said, if I fucking catch you here, you don't know who you're fucking with over here, brother. You're fucking dead. You'll end up in the pit over here. Anyway, never saw them again. But anyway, so that was my construction story, and that leads.
That's
to
a
me-
good story.
That's a good
true
story.
story.
It fucking happened.
yeah.
So
Tony
anyway,
Montana.
That's
right, no, you lose, but you don't think about it, right? You don't even think about what could happen. You just lose it. Eh?
It's adrenaline.
Yeah,
you
that
don't think,
moment,
yeah,
yeah.
God, who the fuck knows? You just go.
Especially if they come a second time.
Yeah, but they were kids. I knew that they were. They were. I was anyway. So that leads to me about, what happened back then. Things you say, they just say, hey, you can't say those things. But now you say those things. It's so this is about your mom, your mother's, right?
Yeah.
What they say now, and what back then, what they would say.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you said a bad word, what would your parents say to you now?
No, nothing.
They would just say, hey, that word is inappropriate.
Yeah, you can't.
Back then they say, you say that word again, I'll wash your fucking mouth.
With
That was
soap,
soap.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Now, now, here's one. Good job trying one bite of the dinner I made for you.
Yeah.
Your mom makes you dinner now.
There's a kids
You take one bite. Now you can have your mac and cheese. Because that's it. Everybody-
Is this what goes on?
That's it. Now, this is what they say back then. They said, you eat what I make you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
If you don't don't like it, you don't fucking
That's
eat.
right.
But there's children starving in the world.
That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I remember that.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
I remember. I eat everything
Yeah.
though. Eh?
Okay, but now, good job. You had a one bite of a broccoli. Now I'll give you your mac and cheese. Okay.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay, I see here when your kid's upset, freaking out. I can see you're upset. Take a deep breath and use your words. Like, relax.
Who says this?
That's what they say now to fucking kids.
Yeah.
Young kids, dude.
Try using
I have a
your
young
parole.
son, and
This is that bulldozer thing going on.
now they
bulldozer
say,
parenting. Huh?
if you better stop crying or really give you something to cry about.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
that's
Let me
magic.
get the shoe.
Oh, the shoe. That's nothing.
Don't you remember when you used to get beat up at school?
Regular.
What would your dad say to you when you came home?
Go back and fight the guy again. Just imagine.
Go fucking stand up for
Yeah.
yourself. Now they fucking call the principal. They have a meeting. Oh yeah, everybody's bullied. No, you want to fucking stop bullying? Punch the kid in the fucking face. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Get a fucking rock, hit him in the head.
That's
He'll
it.
stop bullying. I guarantee
Give him
you.
14, 15 stitch in the head, and you're not gonna bother you no more.
That's right. You don't worry about fucking calling the principal. Principal will do fuck all.
He's not allowed to do nothing.
Yeah, one time I was matching the kid at school, and I was matching the principal too.
Why not?
Yeah, he don't
You know
want
what I
to give
mean?
him my favor. I fucking smash him.
And when I was in high school,
And I sleep
my
with his
friends
wife,
will-
too.
my you sleep with his wife?
Yeah, I was 10 years old.
Were you tired?
Wow.
First time I had sex with an older woman. Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
my first experience. Yeah.
Listen, you know, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
In my school, my friends who watch this will remember. The principal would come to us. We had a little, like, we were the only like 12, 15 Italians in the school
Yeah.
because it was primarily a Jewish school.
Yeah, a lot of Hebrew guy there. Yeah.
Yeah. So the principal would come to us and say, "Listen, can you make sure we were the fucking crowd
Security.
security,
Oh, yeah.
because everybody feared us, because we don't fuck around. You want to fight? We're gonna fucking smash you."
Oh yeah.
And we used to fucking beat the shit up. How are you gonna prevent stuff from happening? You gotta, anyway, that's up. Okay, you can't walk around the block by yourself. I'll have to drive you. Text me when you need a ride back. That's what
Oh
happened
yeah,
today.
Kolikats.
Kids can't go anywhere by themselves.
No.
They have to be driven. They have to be. Here's the thing: you want to go out, take your bike, be home after dark, before dark.
Before dark.
dark,
Before
yeah.
dark.
That's how it was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Don't you remember?
I remember.
You used to go out, no phones. Nothing. I remember my neighbor. We used to play in the park, whatever. His dad had a whistle. You could hear for fucking 20 blocks. That's it. Oh, I gotta go.
Time
That
to
was the
go.
signal.
That's my father. He's gonna fucking kill me.
Here's a good one. Here's what happens now. I packed you a bento box with almond butter and whole grain kale chips and an organic smoothie. Here's what it was before. Take a brown bag with bologna sandwich and Wonder Bread. Grab a Twinkie and a Hawaiian punch too. Oh yeah. That's how it was back
No,
then.
but that's a Canadian guy. We have my.
Yeah,
No, the
that is a
Italian guys are
Canadian guy.
different. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
I remember we had my friend the Nick Sampogna. He used to bring a sausage sandwich. He had a little trouble sometime when he talked. Nick, what do you got for lunch today? Sausage sandwich. Yeah, and it was half a loaf of bread and 14 sausage inside.
That's the
Remember
best.
Tony?
Oh, fuck
Tony,
yeah.
remember the macaroni
And
sandwich?
then you know the best was when they put the sandwich on the white bread, the Wonder
Oh,
Bread.
yeah. Oh.
The salsicha, the bread would get
Stuck in the
of
roof.
your mouth.
Oh, terrible.
Fucking terrible.
Oh my
But
God.
You go like this. And
Yeah.
You get the salsicha with the fucking Wonder Bread.
And you had to sandblast the fucking stuff off of your fucking teeth.
That was
Oh
the
yeah.
best. Oh yeah, remember those
Holy
days? I remember
shit.
This was my 5-day lunch routine. I can tell my mom said first day peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Wrapped in wax paper.
That's it.
The second day, egg salad sandwich.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Third day, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Third.
Fourth day, ham.
Ham.
Slice. A fifth day was on a Friday
Yeah.
because it couldn't
Yeah.
eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's it.
That's it. That was my lunch routine. And God forbid I was given like 50 cents so I could buy chocolate milk. In the fucking
Listen,
in
you
the
had
cafeteria.
You're
variety.
lucky.
You had variety. You know what we
And then
did.
in Woodbridge, sorry, no, Caledonia and Dutch.
Yeah, Caledonia.
Wasn't around back
That's
then.
right.
What was your lunch routine?
Well, a lunch routine for us. The first day, my mother used to give a calabrese bread to take out the middle, put the rapini inside with the garlic.
That was good, huh?
Second day with Nick Sampogna, we had to take my mother take the loaf of bread, the round one, take out the middle, put the rigatoni with the sauce, and the braciole.
inside the bread?
Yeah, and the braciole meat inside.
It's like the pretzel.
It was this big, yeah.
The braciole meat.
Oh yeah. Well, my school it doesn't matter because if your friend forgot his lunch, doesn't fucking matter. We have enough lunch for a month. So you come eat mine too.
Yeah.
The third day, my mother one time she gave me chicken coli patate with potatoes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
See?
Once she even gave me rabbit. Yeah, lucunico.
Nice.
Oh, I love it.
fuck,
Nice
that's
and-
good. Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Mother
fucking
had a lot of
champion.
time to cook.
And then sometimes I make egg, le uova, but frittata, coli patata, hot pepper inside. Nice, yeah. Once she even gave me a Budweiser in my.
Budweiser.
Yeah, she put in my lunch bag. Yeah, she thought it was a Coke can, and she put them inside. Yeah, and I go to school and I'm 3 years old. I got a Budweiser.
But isn't it true how fucking things are changed? Right now, you got to get a bento box, almond butter, whole grain, kale chips with an organic smoothie.
I hate
Now all these stupid fucking vegan restaurants that are opening up, organic, soy free, dairy free, blah blah free,
terrible.
taste free,
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's nothing in it.
what the fuck? What's wrong with
Milk free. If I want milk, but no,
I was eavesdropping on a conversation.
eavesdrop?
I was eavesdropping on a conversation yesterday. Here, there was a podcast happening.
Didn't you feel subconscious?
And I was listening. I was a little bit subconscious listening, but I, anyway, I was listening in. Shouldn't have been listening, but they're talking about, something about energy that we don't. Energy is created. Like I'm saying, what the fuck? These are young people too, by the way. Energy, something about energy. You can't create energy.
You can't create it.
No, it has to. It already exists. You just take it and you channel it somewhere here.
Oh,
or
that's
somewhere
nice.
there.
Yeah,
What do you think about energy?
energy. What I think about it?
No, like what do you think
I'm
about?
too fucking tired to.
No, I'm
You
just
got no
saying.
I
like,
got
energy.
no energy for
You
it.
need an energy drink.
I needed those fucking protein drink. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
nice,
yeah. That's what you
They
need. That's
they
where
give
the energy.
energy.
Is. Yeah, you're.
But what about like
My
you talk
father
about-
wants
What do
his
you think
match-
about people that have negative energy and people that have positive energy?
Well, let me explain. When we small, you remember Tony. If you didn't have an energy, once your father take the bat and he
Yeah.
smash you 3 times in the head, you had so much energy to try fucking get away. You used to run the capuscasing, fuck.
I know.
That's why I started jogging a long distance.
Yeah.
To run away from my father. My mother used to bite me with the fucking those teeth till her
Yeah.
blood used to come out from my arm.
No kidding.
Fucking blood in your arm. Once I ran to fucking Vancouver, so she couldn't bite me again.
Is that why you got into fighting?
I fight to regular. That's why I started box.
Yeah.
Kind of smash my father, so I smash all the guys at school. And
the
if
way it
they're
is.
not Italian, then I really smash.
I'll tell you, man.
And if you don't share your lunch, and I forgot my lunch, and you don't give me half a sandwich, I'm gonna really fucking smash you.
What do you think about sort of what's going on with diet and shit?
Yeah,
these days?
Chucky.
I'm the last guy to talk about food intake.
Well, you take
'Cause
everything, eh?
I take everything.
He's a beast, Manjito.
You're not. You're the opposite of gluten-free. Well, when did wheat become out of favor? All of a sudden,
Wheat?
now you can't eat wheat. What the fuck? Gluten-free. We've been eating gluten for fucking centuries.
Oh,
Now it's
yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah,
I love it.
apparently it's no good.
Why is it no
Yeah,
good? Why do
yeah.
you think it's no good for you? What do you
I don't know why it's no good. The corn is no good, but yet they're feeding it to the cows,
No,
and then we're eating the cows.
the cow. We don't need to call.
Hold on. Why is corn no
Like
good?
corn with
I don't know why.
corn with
Why is corn no good?
I got no idea. That's what's going on. They say corn is no good.
But wheat. Why are they feeding it to the
because
cows?
it's
then?
corn has a GMO over there.
No.
I used to have it.
General
Before GMOs,
Motors.
I had
it
a
was always corn.
69 fucking GMO 454 engine.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
what you got? That's fast.
I used to have a Pontiac GMO.
See?
It's fucking beautiful.
That's a fast
you know
car.
what the car I'm talking about?
That car had lots of energy, Tony.
The fucking GMO. No, that GMO.
GTO.
GTO.
Yeah.
That's
GTO.
why I don't know what a GMO is.
Fuck, yeah, GTO. I used to have a 69 Pontiac GTO.
that's a
454 fucking on the floor. Anyway. So
I had the poor man's version. I had the Tempest.
There you
the
have a
Tempest with, and then you put GTO tags on
That's
it.
right.
That you fucking
Oh,
have,
yeah.
yeah, I get it.
I had
you have a Corvette like that with a 427 tag on
That
it.
was
don't
a
you?
nice one.
They don't even make a
Don't
427.
forget about my Honda with the Harley.
Well, that was
Yeah.
I had the Ville Cotret Supreme 442.
You had a View color?
Supreme.
Was it convertible or two-door?
2-door, 442.
that was a nice car, eh? The
550
442.
horsepower.
That car is expensive.
Now
yeah,
collection.
the Ville Cutlass
That's
Supreme.
the
is
collection
nice.
agency now.
What are you driving now?
Now,
Prius?
no, like a pedi.
Who?
The pedi. My feet.
Oh, your
Yeah.
feet.
I got new boots for the winter
He's
time.
got the fucking like the Fred Flintstone.
That's right. I use a Duracell. No
Duracell.
shoes.
Hey, have you ever noticed that a woman's "I'll be ready in 5 minutes" is like a man's "I'll be home in 5 minutes"?
Oh, same fucking
it's the
situation.
same time. It's the Italian tax, eh?
5
The,
minuti.
5 minuti, the Italian tax. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. You have to add the Italian tax. That's really 25.
Exactly.
25. Yeah,
Same
yeah.
thing with a man. He calls his Italian wife. I'm going to be home in 5 minutes. It's really 30 minutes. You have to add
true.
the Italian
Because
tax.
there's traffic.
There's a lot of traffic. Yeah,
Lot of
a lot of traffic.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's I don't understand about the generation today. We're in a fucking.
What,
fucked up
what did you
situation.
say? You said it right. Did you hear what he said?
The generation
I don't
today.
understand the degeneration these days.
Degeneration.
Ah.
That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You gotta watch when he talk. He speak English nice, eh?
Yeah, I
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Tell it, Tony.
I get influenced.
Sometimes
by,
you get subconscious
no,
about.
sometimes I get influenced by our guests in my part.
Yeah, but
Make you
otherwise
start-
he talk normal.
Right now, I'm adding Asian to every word I fucking say now. I don't know. Why.
See?
I say you want to go skateation.
See? That's
Go skiation.
Today's not a
Asian.
good day to skate, though. The ice will be melted.
no
It's 8 degrees.
chillers.
skatation.
So yeah, Chuck. So what's your kind of your favorite thing to do in
You-
life?
yeah,
Like,
you-
what's your what gives you pleasure
You got
other than
sex?
No, other than that.
Too old for that now.
Yeah,
What gi-
sex
what
is,
gives you pleasure?
Overrated anyway.
Yeah, it's
Do you have a
overrated.
hobby, Chuck?
I look at my guitars.
You look la guitarra.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't
yeah.
play
As
guitar?
Tony knows, I have 18 guitars hanging on the wall.
You know the best I've
Yeah,
watched Spinal
I just
Tap.
don't know how to play them.
I watched Spinal Tap last night. For egos that don't know what Spinal Tap is, watch the movie Spinal Tap. They go to the guitar player. He's like got a room with like 30 guitars in it.
Oh yeah.
You know that one?
I remember
and he
that.
goes, "Oh, I never played this one. You can't touch that guitar. It's a special one. It has
Yeah,
3 pickups
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
He's got all these guitars, but he never only plays one guitar.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is stupid.
And he had the amp, the Marshall amp that went to 11. Remember that
The
scene?
loud one, yeah.
That goes one extra loud. So your hobby is looking at your guitars.
That's one of the hobbies.
So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
many hours a week do you spend?
Practice
looking at
say
them?
look at
Guitars.
the
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah. At least 5 hours.
How do
a
you
week.
look at them? Like, do you have a special way of looking?
Do you lay
Yeah,
down?
I sit in my special chair.
and you look.
Is it a
And-
massage
and I
chair?
look.
One of those massage
No,
chairs?
no, it's a chair that spins.
Okay,
'Cause
what
you
do
gotta
do?
spin a
Can
little.
you- This is
Yeah,
chair.
you gotta spin.
Demonstrate how you look at your guitars.
don't lose your self-control.
Don't
but
lose the 15
Can you
minutes.
demonstrate how you look
Yeah,
at your
yeah,
guitar?
like this, just like this, yeah.
I
and,
could
then,
say.
and then I'll have a beer,
Yeah.
and I'll have on the other side a cigarette.
Oh,
You smoke?
Only when I look at my guitars.
So how often is that a week?
well, you said the 5 hour, maybe. So 5
5
time-
hours. How many cigarettes do you have
5
in 5 hours?
cigarettes an
No,
hour.
I'm not a chain smoker.
So
Maybe 2 cigarettes.
So
That's
2
it.
cigarettes every hour, times 5 hours, 10 cigarettes.
10,
He
that's
smoke
good.
a half a pack a week.
There you go.
That's la
Spectacular.
matematica.
So that's one of your hobbies, sitting in your chair looking at your guitar.
What about it?
You know
What
why?
else?
You know why?
No, why? That's interesting.
Because it's relaxing.
to watch the guitar?
Stress relief.
Yeah, yeah. Because in my industry,
Yeah.
it's nothing but stress.
Do you hear the sustain on any of the guitars when you're sitting there? Do you hear one of them, the sustain? You
No,
can hear
only
it.
only if the subway's traveling underneath. Because I live close to the subway, so the
No,
house
really, some
vibrates.
guitars, they just have sustain.
Yeah.
You can hear the sustain in the guitar.
Les Paul. That's I heard.
Yeah,
Les
even
Paul?
though it's not playing, you can hear the sustain in it. You can hear
Yeah,
it.
this is news to me.
So what about, well, you pay attention, while you're sitting there in your
focus.
chair.
If you don't
smoking.
pra- if you don't
What do you
practice-
drink? What do
I
you
gotta
drink when you-
practice focusing.
Practice, not practice.
You gotta practice.
You got to
focus.
practice. Practice that.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
Power
don't
wash.
practice focus, you're never gonna get it.
So what do you drink while you're having this time with the
An
guitar?
ice cold Corona.
Oh, you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the German beer, eh?
Well, Corona is not German.
No,
it's
it's-
Mexican.
Oh,
Mexican.
yeah?
Ah,
Yeah, but you're close.
Heineken is
Heineken is
That's
Heineken
Mexican.
Is
I
German.
got confused. I don't drink too much
Heineken
carbohydrate.
is is
Italian-
Mexican,
Mexican
beer, isn't
beer?
it?
No,
yeah,
no, no.
like
Corona is
Stella alla Troia is
Oh,
Italian.
that's a French beer.
That's Italian, La Troia.
Stella is
It's Italian.
Stella La
It's a
Troia.
Stella Troia. It's Italian.
Put
yeah.
tonic in it.
It's Stella La Troia.
Stella La-
And they couldn't say that, so they had to call Stella Troia.
Oh, you see?
Anyway,
Did you
so
know you
what's
can buy beer for $1 now
Where are you gonna buy for about $1?
at the beer store?
How come?
Yeah. There's only one company that sells it.
yeah, they charge you $5 for canned deposit fee. The beer's $1, $5 for the deposit.
Which is probably why I never bought it.
That's it. That's
And
it.
it probably tastes like piss anyway.
That's
Tastes like a general American beer.
Holy shit. That must have been Jerry Ford that do this one, eh?
Yeah,
Jerry
Doug
Ford.
Ford. Yeah,
Jerry
that
Ford
was
is
one of his
good.
platforms.
Jerry
he wants
Ford.
to get the
Platform.
You know he's a descendant of the guy who made the Model T, eh?
He's a, yeah?
Yeah, they're related.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're the
But let
bloodline.
me explain something to you. Let me ask you, how come he's so stupid?
Who?
Jerry Ford.
I don't know. Why is he stupid?
He can't be that stupid. He's the
Yeah,
premier.
He's the premier. I saw him on an
That's not
airplane.
intelligence
Hey,
to
I
become.
saw him on an airplane. I was going where? I don't know where I was going. Florida. I was going to Florida. I saw him, Jerry Ford. He walked by. He was sitting right at the back of the bus too.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody, hey, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Speaking of airplanes, because I take the airplane. I took over 108 flights last year.
Wow.
108
So
flights.
you
in
air
12
mile
months.
place. You got a lot of air
Ah,
miles.
yeah, I'm close to a million miler with Air Canada. man.
Do you remember that time that you
Million
said
miler.
there was that accident and you were in the airplane?
Oh, that was
Remember that time?
I was when the Air France. I was the second. I landed. I was on a flight back from Rome. That Air France plane that crashed in the Toronto. The Alitalia plane landed first.
I remember.
Then the Air France plane landed. It
I
crashed.
remember
saw
that
it go. I actually
Yeah.
saw it go off the runway because we were turning off. The
Yeah.
runway. I've never. It was fucking crazy.
An
We were
unbelievable
circling
sight,
for 2
yeah.
hours because we
Oh
couldn't
my
land.
God, yeah.
And then we had no fuel, so they had to land. All three of us: Lufthansa, Air France, and Alitalia.
See? No energy.
Anyway,
You know I haven't been on a plane in 12
okay,
years.
so you haven't been on a plane. So
12 years.
I can tell you that I've seen some fucked up shit on airplanes. Like I saw someone drying their underwear on the fucking vent.
You're kidding. Oh my God.
Really, Tony? Is that a woman?
It was a woman drying her panties
Kira putana
on
goes
the
hello.
fucking vent on the
Oh,
airplane.
that's stinky, eh?
You know what else I saw? I saw a man with his baby with a portable potty. Put the potty in the middle of the aisle
The
so the
aisle.
kid could take a shit in the potty in the middle of the aisle.
That's why I don't fly.
You know, it's nothing but a test tube of germs.
I take the train.
Ooh, okay, so that was the two things I've seen. Like those are the two most fucked up: the drying the panties and the guy taking. But then really, there's a whole site that talks about the worst things that happened on an airplane.
Oh yeah, tell a couple things.
So
Tony.
one thing is they had a pilot made an emergency landing after a fight broke out because a guy wouldn't stop farting on the airplane.
Oh,
so, he started fighting. So the guy did a third, right? Public flatulation. They call it a flatulent flyer, not a free fucking.
Oh my.
But that's the worst. I gotta tell you, I've been guilty of that too.
Sometimes
Sometimes I was sitting on the plane, and I just have like
It's
accident,
natural, no?
and I quiet, and it stinks like a motherfucker. And people look around, they try to be polite, and they look around. And go, what the fuck?
Who's the fuck?
You know, everybody. I'm looking around like I'm too. I'm like them. I'm going, who the fuck did?
I know.
And everybody's looking at each other, but nobody knows who did it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, one time a guy made with me, he was, when he tries to sleep on the plane, he says, snore, eh? I could see. So I get up, I go to pretend I go to the bathroom. My ass is the same level as his fucking face. I crop dust him. Pah! And he wake up, fuck. He almost died too, eh? Kaya naman
Well,
Pastor Fagioli Rapini the night before, he almost fucking died.
Yeah.
Chuck, he, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have
well,
that mask coming down.
I don't give a fuck. He didn't want to stop a fucking snore. I go, I fuckers him up. You know the low fat, the really loose one, tranquil. Yoga
loose.
fart.
yoga
Like
farts.
loose.
You know that's the worst. I'll tell you something.
my ass was
When
a
you
little bit
do
wet.
training, when you train at the gym,
You fart?
I never fart because I don't eat. You know, I eat well. I eat like
You don't
clean.
re-rep eating.
I eat clean, but there's some guys and they're doing a deadlift or something.
Oh yeah.
How embarrassing!
That's bad.
What the fuck?
Even the weights fuck off sometimes.
That's why I don't go to the gym either. Huh?
You don't need the gym.
No.
You work construction. Why you have to go?
Ever been woken up by a fart?
Yeah.
Like you're sleeping all of a sudden.
Fuck my wife all the time.
What the fuck was that? Me?
Sometimes you wake yourself up.
That's what I'm saying. You ever wake yourself up with your own fart?
Never.
No.
Eat rapini, you will.
You know the best
That's
thing.
'cause
on
I
a-
eat everything.
You know the best thing on an airplane is the head bob. Those guys that sleep and they go like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
It's worse when you're doing that in the car.
Yeah.
That's when you're
All
driving.
of a sudden you wake up. What the fuck?
And
You
then
do that in the car, you fucking crash
yeah,
out.
he
yeah.
did on the high 400
Yeah, yeah.
once.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck, that's the. My friend, let me borrow his van, and I look at his fucking. It's a delivery van. I look, a whole fucking right front is all fucking smashed.
Because
And he said, "What happened?" He goes, "I fucking fell asleep on the
nodded,
407, and I
yeah.
fucking took the guardrail." I go, "Did you call the car?" No, I just drove back up and I took off. I said, "Okay."
see it happen. Eh?
Oh, that's the fucking scariest, falling asleep on a car.
Yeah. A nod.
I've never done that, man. Touch wood.
Yeah.
You gotta watch yourself. Eh?
You gotta
I'll do it at a set of lights. I need a little 5-minute break, and I'll just wait. And then you get the horn.
That's all.
You get the horn. Huh? What up? Did you break it? You got broken equipment.
I'm on the thing.
Oh, you're doing it all. Vito.
I wasn't on it.
Okay, well, you're on the court, eh?
Okay.
I was pulling his fucking wire.
Hey, we're talking about lots of. This is supposed to be a holiday show, holiday themed show, but
Who's on holidays?
no, like Christmas, man. Fuck Christmas. We're on a Christmas themed show, you know. Because really, what's Christmas all about?
Christmas.
Christmas is about gathering your dysfunctional family together under one
Yeah.
roof, hoping that you don't have to call the cops because they start scrapping.
That's
each
why
other.
Christmas is dangerous. When you mix a family and alcohol together, trouble.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is. Hey, what the fuck?
Because
is that?
everybody had a lot of this resentment from 20, 30 years ago, and they start a couple shot, and then you throw a couple punch.
Who knows?
Why did they say this is the most depressing time of the year?
Because it is.
The holiday. Why?
Because first of all, it's a pagan holiday.
Yeah.
Nobody celebrates cuando nació Jesucristo, number one. They don't celebrate that. This is a happy consumerism. That's what they do. They spend the money because it's a winter solstice, okay? That's why they have Egypt a long time ago. The shortest day of the year. I read the books too. I'm not just a boxer. I'm smart too, eh? And I find out those Egyptian guys, they get scared, the people, the population, and then they make a party. Because it's a shorter day, they pray to the sun. Then everybody gets scared. Okay, don't worry, we fazemos a party, and we buy each other presents, and then everybody thinks it's going to be okay. The sunshine is going to get longer every day now. That's why they make it Christmas time. But
that makes
Jesus Christ was born, first of all, he's not born in December. I did the calculation, Jesus Christ nasceu March he born. Because from the time King Herod wanted to kill Jesus Christ when he born, and then the time he died was 2 months. Herod died that year, okay? He died in June. That means 2 months before Jesus was born, around the March, end of March, okay? So don't tell me this is a holiday, Christmas, a pagan. All you people out there, Merry Christmas, mukats. You spend money in this and you eat like a fucking pig, and then you go to the fucking gym, you try to lose 30 pounds, you gain the 60 fucking pounds. My one person said to me, I got to talk now. My person said last week, my friend said, every time I gain a weight between Christmas and New Year's. And I told him, no, you don't. You gain weight between New Year's and Christmas. You fucking stupid bastard.
Fucking true,
Fuck
right?
ignorant.
Anyway, so
Sorry, Tony, I have to talk a
that's
little bit.
okay. I mean, because Santa Claus, he created?
Yeah, he's a fat bastard.
No, he's not. He's a,
But he's not in shape.
no, I believe in Santa Claus.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Tony,
I
I'm
do.
not saying you can't believe in Santa Claus.
I believe in Santa Claus. I believe in
If
Santa
you-
Magic.
what are you
If
saying?
you give a present for the people, a couple of things. Number one, first of all, lose some fucking weight. Stop having this
Why?
fucking reindeer pushing
got-
around.
it's a
Number
magic.
two, buy a fucking razor, trim the beard a little bit to look sharp.
No, wait, everybody wears beards now. It's it.
Because they're Arabs. They're terrorists.
Arabs.
Terroristas.
Ma che cazzo
Now, I'm a
dici?
boxer. You see my fucking beard? No. Because you're clean.
Because you have to
be nice.
slide the punch. You have to slide off your face. Yeah.
I
of
could
course.
see.
Yeah, così.
Yeah, fuck sakes.
Okay, can you translate something for me?
Me?
Listen to this.
Yeah, everything you said.
Please translate this.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
Okay,
Ready?
I'll try my best.
Giovanni, che ti porta Babbo Natale?
Non mi porto un cazzo di niente perché dico le parolacce. Ma vaffanculo.
Oh, that's nice. I love that
Hey,
one.
can you translate that?
What he said? What was his name? Pasquale, the kid?
Giovanni.
Giovanni. What's Santa Claus going to bring you? And the little boy says, Santa Claus is not going to bring me nothing. No cazzo di niente. Absolutely fucking nothing. Go fuck yourself. Because I swear too much.
What if, is that what
He said, because
Giovanni, che ti porta Babbo Natale?
Non mi porto
Ca-
un cazzo di niente perché dico le
le
parolacce.
parolacce.
Ma vaffanculo.
Parolacce is a bad word.
so he says,
Santa Claus is not going to bring me nothing because
I swear too
because
much.
I swear too much.
Go
fuck
fuck
yourself.
so I think that's perfect.
I
You
love
see?
it, eh?
His father asked his son, "What are you going to bring me for? What's Santa Claus going to bring you?" He says, "He's going to bring fuck all because he's going to bring me nothing.
No, he says un cazzo di niente.
Yeah, he's going to be fuck all because I swear too much." Go
Fuck yourself. I like those kind of kids, eh?
They're good kids. They got balls.
They got yeah.
balls. You know, we got balls. You got nothing. From the famous Tony Montana.
Montana.
Yeah.
Balls. You got nothing.
Yeah,
That's
right.
That's where he was going after Elvira. There, Elvira. When he went after, he says, "Listen,
Wasn't it Martha?
no, Elvira." He goes, "Let's sit down. Let's talk normal. We're gonna talk normal. Let's talk normal." Anyway, so anyway, yes. So the holiday season is kind of a weird. It's a weird time.
A lot
it's
of people
kind
died too.
It's just a sad time.
Sad
Most
time.
people, especially, if you're in a relationship, you're not in a relationship, you're in a relationship. So much pressure.
Yeah.
People try to get together, pretend like New Year's Eve.
What the fuck?
What the fuck's the point? You know what I mean? You sit there
I
and
agree.
count down and hey, Happy New Year. Blah, 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 then what?
From 1 second to the other, life is going to fucking change. No fucking way. It's just an excuse for drinking. I don't drink anymore.
Yeah,
You know that. I
that's
quit
it.
the drinking.
Yeah, I never drank, but do you drink? Oh, he does once in a while.
One beer when I'm
One
looking at
beer
the
and
guitars.
one cigarette. Let's look at his guitar.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, so what are you doing for New Year's Eve?
Most likely, I'm not going to do anything
Most likely.
because I'm not interested in that whole scene.
So, one last subject we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because has it been an hour yet? I think we're close.
We're doing fine because
Yeah,
we're
it's,
talking important stuff for the people.
Important. Yeah, this is like our holiday edition podcast with our special guest, Charles Chabaris.
Compiley Charlie.
Sh- com- He's hasn't contributed too much. He just sits there. But you know, you have what makes you like? What's the thing that pisses you off the most about driving in Toronto?
Oh, don't even get there. No.
Chuck, tell the truth.
That's a
What's
problem.
the prediction for
You know what the problem is? I got to tell you what the problem is.
Go ahead, talk in the mic though.
Is bicycle lanes. That's the problem.
because
And the
of what?
problem with bicycle
don't
lanes
use
is they put them in the wrong spots.
Where are you going to put him?
You got to put them in the right spots.
Which is?
a street that can have a bicycle lane in it, not a street that you're going to take 6 feet for the bicycle lane, then another 5 feet for the buffer. Then they got to put the pole in, and you've taken up a whole lane. So really, what have we done
You
at
know,
the
in
end?
places where they do pornography film, like the naked film, they have a 5 feet for the buffer and they have a 6 feet for the fluffer. I found.
Yeah, that's true.
Denmark.
And you know what's a trick? Here's a trick. You know, if you have washers that you can wash your headlights, just turn them. You can turn them out.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
when you
Give 'em a
drive
squirt.
bikers, I squirt by all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Oh,
give 'em a
that's
squirt.
smart. Fucking squirt
Yeah,
'em
yeah,
all.
yeah,
I
yeah.
drive by.
Yeah.
I fucking give them a wash all the
Yeah,
way. They don't
it's
know
good.
where it's coming from. I fucking wash them up. I love it. I fucking spray them. I go 40 kilometers an hour. They don't know what the fuck hit them.
That hurts too.
No, it's a little, it's a
water, yeah,
antifreeze. It gets in their eye. They can't see. They go, they smash. They run the red light. They get hit by the car. I love it.
They get
I
cooked.
fucking love it.
Nice.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with like few cyclists getting wiped out of fucking.
There are a lot
you
of
know?
pricks on the bikes. For
Yeah,
sure.
they are pricks, you know. It's like that fucking idiot that every time you get on the Gardner down there, he's fucking doing his dance trying to collect money. You know, he causes a fucking traffic jam. This fucker there with his sign.
He doesn't dance good
Oh,
anyway.
fuck, he's dancing like McDonald Happy Dance or whatever the
Stupid
fuck
guy,
he
yeah.
does with a fucking idiot. Or the squeegee guys. All of a sudden, they're back again.
Yeah.
Back,
Squeegee guys.
And
What
then they
the
got a
fuck?
big belt buckle scratching your car like this.
Yeah, keep up your serious. Listen. Wash your car? Go, no. Wash your no. How many fucking times do you want me to say no? I'm going to fucking run you over next time. I mean, get the fuck out of the way.
That's true.
Burning Man. You heard of Burning Man?
So what happened?
Burning Man is a festival.
Yeah.
Aiden, our producer
What do they
engineer
go,
over
they
there.
burn- everybody
They
burn
go
up
over there.
over
They
there?
burn over there. They burn a man over there. Anyway, it's a big
Yeah.
1 week event in the middle of the desert. They build a city.
And they do like a jump.
80,000 people, right?
Yeah. What happens?
Okay, how many?
More than 80,000.
80,000 people. How much is a ticket? Okay.
$500.
Figure this out.
You have to bring
Okay,
your
we-
own
we're
fucking
gonna do-
barbecue?
You got to bring everything. It's actually you can't bring fuck all. You got to leave a footprint. 80,000 people.
Yeah.
80,000 people times $500, right?
Okay. It's going to be, I know.
They make $40 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
The organizers make $40 million to plan this fucking
That's-
burn. Then they set up this thing in the middle, like this wooden statue,
And what do they do?
and they burn it at the end of the show.
That's LaSalle.
And meanwhile, what it is a big orgy. 90% of it is just people fucking and nakedness and sex, right? Isn't that what it is? And music and dancing.
That's nice.
They actually have. I've read about this. They actually have like swinger tents where you want to go have sex with swinger, right?
That
They
sounds
have
like
right?
a pagan, eh?
They true. Then they have a pumpation tents.
Oh,
where you can go
pumpation for the nation.
And then people set up their own camps, but everybody shares, you know.
Your wife.
Everything. Share everything, right? So, what's the craziest thing that happened over there
Come on,
when you
talk.
last time you went? Nothing to do with you specifically. You don't
Just
have to
lie if you have
Just
to.
what happened? No, but what's the craziest thing you saw? You know,
How do they collect the ticket price if there's no door per
You
se?
pay
It's
in
a giant.
you
advance.
got to pay in advance.
Oh,
man.
you
They
gotta
do
pay
it
in
in the middle of a
advance.
desert with the only road going into it. Apparently, it takes you 3 hours to enter the park, and they build this city in the middle of the. It's an actual city with roads and fucking stores and hospitals and. It's like they build a fucking city in the middle. You never seen this?
No, I seen it. I seen
They
it.
even,
do you
they even
see?
have a
Get cut.
Kresge over there, too.
I seen it on that documentary with that actor.
They have a
Fuck the
Walco,
actor.
Walmart. They have Kresge.
No, I don't
Okay.
have
They have a
that.
Kresge in there. Hey, Tony, don't
Okay,
have a Kresge
so-
in there?
Kresge went out in the 70s.
No, they brought him back.
Ah,
Oh, they brought
so
it back.
this is what it looks like. That's the
Wow, look at that.
that's the fucking desert.
Looks like it started out of space.
and in the middle,
Looks like a
very
Stonehenge, Tony.
Stonehenge.
in the middle,
Or Stonehenge.
Burning Man looks to expand up to 100,000 people in 2019. Locals express concerns. You think?
Yeah. Boy, that's
That's a lot.
And
of
then in,
business, eh?
in the middle, they build a statue of something. Some
Pagan.
What do they call it? Some fucking.
yeah, a pagan.
What do you
because
call it? A man, and then they light it on fire.
That's like the Viking used to do 10,000 years ago. It's a pagan, yeah, I know.
It's Burning Man.
Tony, but these are numbers that they fuck all, Tony. When they did a Woodstock in 1969, August the 14th,
Yeah.
500 people, 500,000 people did the
500,000.
did
I
the
know they never.
pumpation.
There's
That's
never.
a lot of pumpation.
That was the.
That was a big
That
fuck.
was the first Burning Man. You know that? Woodstock '69 was the first Burning Man. 500,000.
pumpation.
Everybody was doing pumpation in the mud, in the rain.
The rain.
It was everything.
Pumpation in the trees, pumpation
Yeah.
in the tent, pumpation on the stage, pumpation on the fucking highway, and acid too, drugs too.
Oh, tons of.
And a
drugs.
lot of pumpation for the nation. I wish I
Look
was
at that.
there.
Look at that.
See? We're the-
Can't even. It's a
man.
massive
Talk
humanity.
about claustrophobia.
Oh, you got
We're
it.
going to have a festival in Woodbridge too. We're going to call it Wapstock.
Wopstock.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
You got
That's
to cook
it.
your own tomatoes, your own peppers, your own
Make your own
salsiccia.
pasta.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, you have Wopstock.
Wapstock is going to be nice.
Everybody wants to be Italian anyway. Doesn't
I
matter.
think so.
Yeah.
I believe it so myself.
I do too.
Oh, yeah. Especially, we're very creative. fucking
Anyway,
So
yeah.
Chuck, you never.
Chuck is
before
Maltese.
He's Maltese, right?
Yeah,
Chuck,
that's Italian wannabe.
Tell us another one.
Yeah, Maltese, Portuguese, dirty knees. Look at these.
You see?
See,
Chuck
it
has
all
he got
rhymes.
a very special gift, Tony.
Yeah.
What is it?
I want you to give a prediction for 2019.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
think's gonna
is that
happen?
next year?
Yeah,
Coming
this
up.
year coming.
Yeah,
Yeah. What's your
coming up.
prediction on three things? The
Take your
real estate
time.
market.
Real estate market is going to drop. It's already dropping now.
So what do you think's gonna happen in 2019? Boom, bust, crash. People are gonna lose their shirts. What's your prediction? Because we're gonna record this. We're gonna look back at 20,
That's right.
20.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say, look at how many predictions. Because we're all gonna make predictions here today.
That's right, Tom.
So this is, and then we're gonna see if they come true a year from now.
Right.
Okay. So you think the stock market, the real estate market, is gonna crash?
There's going to be a crash, yeah.
Okay. Number two, what do you think about the economy?
The economy is tied to the real estate market and the construction market. So the two are interlinked together.
So the
So the economy is going to drop.
What do you think about what's gonna happen with Donald Trump?
I have a feeling that because Congress now is under control of the Democrats, I have a feeling that this will be his last year. That's what I think.
So he won't be
Which
reelected.
I don't know if
He
that's a
won't be
good thing or a
reelected,
bad
you
thing.
think he's gonna be?
No, I think he's going to get tossed.
He's gonna get tossed.
But here's the downside. That's not really the upside. The downside is Mike Pence takes over.
What do you think?
So who's worse?
Who do you think? What do you think? The chances of the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the Stanley Cup this year?
That's the answer right there.
Do you know that in another 12 seasons their
cool.
name will be off the Stanley? No, because they remove the bands off the Stanley Cup every year.
It moves to the bottom and out.
Out. So they only have 12 years left before they're
yeah.
not even on the Stanley Cup anymore. The Toronto Maple Leafs will be off the Stanley Cup.
Crazy.
Not even on the cup anymore. The Leafs will not exist if they don't win within the next 12 years. Oh my God. So you think they're going to lose? They won't win the Stanley Cup
The
this
Leafs, yeah. They haven't got a prayer. Every year since the last 25 years, they've been saying, this is the year, this is the year.
What do you
know
think-
when hockey was good? Dave
1960s.
Keon. Hey, Dave Keon,
He was
Bobby
playing-
Bond, Ronnie Ellis.
Yeah, okay.
Remember these guys?
Yeah.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
He made a
Carl Brewer,
Carl Brewer.
Kent Douglas,
Okay. Kent
Jacques Plant,
Frank Mahavlich,
Gary Doak.
Gary Doak here,
Tony Esposito. There's an Italian.
Marcel
Okay.
Fronovo.
Okay.
Or Marcel
Last
Provolone.
question. What do you think about China? What's going to happen with
China will dominate everything. So the Chinese government, specifically the president, has a plan that takes them into the year 2050. And so far, everything within his plan is coming to fruition. So they're going to be.
They're
the
coming to
dominant-
what? Sorry, coming to what?
Flourishing.
Flourishing.
Yeah, not
Okay.
Florentine.
Flourishing. You know my friend Claudio? You know my friend Claudio? He's very subconscious about himself.
He's very
And
subconscious.
everything he talks, he's very clairvoyant. Everything he, it comes,
subconscious.
it comes,
Thanks,
it
Yeah,
comes to
but
flourishing.
people respect him because a couple of girls he dated actually were possessed with him.
they were possessed with
They were
him.
possessed
And
with him.
everything he says comes to fruition.
Fruition. Especially when you're building sky rises.
Oh, how you supposed to talk normal after that? How you supposed to do it? I don't know. I can't do it. I'm getting Alzheimer's. Fucking crazy. I'm gonna ship my underwears, plural.
You gotta hang it on the vent.
All of them.
I should take a pictures. Anyway, I love the Italian wannabes. Okay, Rocco? What's your prediction for like the real estate market?
The market of real estate?
Yeah, what's Rocco Rumpelmutter's prediction?
I don't give a fuck. we pay too much fucking money. All the money goes to government anyway.
Okay, second question. What do you think's gonna happen with Conor McGregor? Because you're a fighter in 2019.
He gonna get face are gonna get this match.
By who?
Everybody can be. He can't fight.
No.
No, he's a fucking bullshit anyway. He can't fight. He stink. You see that guy in Russia? What he do to him? He fucking kill him one punch, finish him off.
Yeah.
He talk him McGuire. That's why they put him over there. A lot of people buys the tickets. Pretend he's a fucking fighter. Like, bring him to me. I'll fight him.
Okay. What about the Leafs? You think they're gonna win a Stanley Cup?
No, bring him no cups, what cup? They won't even have a cup of coffee. They're gonna fucking
Get
win.
a cup of coffee.
They
Okay.
fucking stink, Tony.
What do you think about the economy?
The economy next year it's gonna be worse than ever before.
Really?
I know because everything is fixed.
Who to whose benefit?
Nobody's gonna benefit except the rich fucking people.
Oh.
There's 13 families. You know who they are.
Yeah, I know.
They're
It's
gonna
12.
benefit. The rest of us will be fucked.
They get fucked in the ass.
So best thing to do: go to the wood place, make a fire, and do pumpation.
Go. You mean Burning Man's?
Yeah, fuck Burning Man.
Burning Man's. We're gonna go to Burning Man's. Anyway, okay. One more last question. What about the Chinese?
I thought you wanted to go to the forest where you
Shut
said the
up.
wood placed.
I want to see if his
Yeah.
prediction come to fruition.
Yeah, the mines are gonna come to fruition for sure.
Okay, what's your prediction about the Chinese?
The Chinese, what? The Chinese,
The copycats.
they're still gonna make nice food.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for Chinese food all
Fry
the time.
them up there. Fry it up.
Fantastic.
Start frying.
They start
over there.
frying. They're gonna
Roy's
make
son?
chicken, everything.
Yeah.
They
What
fucking-
about the yeah, nothing.
No, I'm this year.
Okay, what do you think's happening in the what's going to happen in the music business in 2019?
I think China's gonna take over in the music business.
Yeah?
they're gonna.
Yeah. Do you know how to do fake Chinese, by the way?
No, I don't know fake Chinese.
Everybody knows fake Chinese.
What's a fake Chinese?
Do fake Chinese, Chuck.
I don't know what it is.
Come do Chinese.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that's
Mandarin.
fake Chinese.
That's Cantonese, though.
Oh,
okay.
that's what
Could
it
you do
is.
Fake Chinese, go.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
fake Chinese.
We're not supposed to do fake Chinese.
Yeah, do fake Chinese.
Don't. We're already in debt to
Do
them.
your version of
We're already
fake
in
Chinese.
debt?
Do your version of fake Chinese,
nice
please.
with
Guan Tao, Bang Tong.
Oh,
Okay, that's good. Do your fake Chinese.
I don't know how to do it.
Let's have a conversation in
think
fake
mine
Chinese.
No, I can't.
应到中大地啊，
No, no.
我真係好難治。
Bang Tai.
啊，蘇打白景打，
You're not supposed
打
to.，
誒白啲話講唔知打，
Ah,
唔打。
Yeah, tu Luca che ti frega.
Now do fake Italian. Can't do it.
Can't
Do fake Russian.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Can't do
So
it. Yeah.
how do you know if you meet a Chinese guy if he's talking
that
real
guy's
Chinese or fake Chinese? How do you know? How do you know?
Don't know.
That's the fucking
Yeah,
trick.
that's a good point.
You don't know. See, we know we're not.
Remember that
we're
guy from
talking fake Chinese.
Saturday Night Live? He do fake Italian though. Remember that guy?
Who?
His name is Bill, tall guy. He used to go.
Can't do fake Italian.
Buffalano. He used to do like.
Nah, but it's not the same.
No,
Like,
you're right.
it's like you can't do fake any other language.
That's true.
You can only do fake Chinese.
Because it's just sound.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't have
just
words. They just
no,
make a
it
fucking
just-
sound.
yeah. Right?
Anything I got.
And they stink too. They smell. That's the smell.
I
That
like them.
I like.
I love them.
You, how you do?
Yeah,
No,
I love them.
I mean, I like.
They have a nice chop suey.
You think? I don't know. Dark meat. I don't like dark meat.
Tony, I think you
I
like
always say
everything.
when I go make stir fries, I always use chicken breast, white meat.
Use a white-
Yeah,
That's
I'm not. I'm not. I like white meat.
I like
Dark meat.
myself.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know. How about you, Chuck? You like dark meat, or I know you like white meat, but you like dark. Yeah, it's more. It's leaner. It's more tasty. No, well, actually, dark meat's tastier. It's got more fat in it. It's got
That's right.
because like the chicken
leg,
leg,
the wing, they use
the
those
wing.
parts of the
Yeah, the
body.
wings are good.
The
I got
chest,
it.
you
Okay.
don't use the chest.
I like the chicken. I like white chicken for salad,
Yeah.
but I don't like it I like chicken wings.
You like, I like chicken wings too. They're nice.
They're the
Only
best.
the small ones.
But
Yeah,
no, the little
yeah,
ones, yeah.
the little ones.
Yeah, small ones. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
those
are
are
those
like-
midget chickens?
Those are Viking chicken.
Those are Viking chicken.
Oh,
yeah.
Viking chicken.
Okay, guys. Well, it's we done. Has it been over an hour?
I think
Is he awake?
Our engineer, he left.
Engineer's falling asleep there.
Oh,
Asleep.
He left already.
He's asleep.
He went out, had the
Holy.
he
So
came
are we? What number are we? How are? What? That's we have to go 5 more minutes.
Oh my
5 more
God!
minutes.
I'm
We're
good.
at
back. The
10
record.
Hey, why do you have a boat float on your keychain? Because I know you don't have a boat.
At least a boat.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Now, mind you, that's a lot of weight. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Do you? Oh, you lease a boat. Cool. So you have your boat license?
No,
Oh, so you go illegally on the lake?
that's correct.
That's cool.
That's nice. I like that. I like both.
I like boat too.
Especially you fish a little bit over there, catch a couple of fish, you cook them up right there.
No, Lake
No,
Ontario.
no,
That's called Sludge Lake.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no.
No, it's
there you
not.
can
Lake
walk right
Ontario.
now. Pretty soon, in a few more months, you're gonna be able to walk across. No, a few years, you're gonna be able to walk from
Here to New
here
York.
to the island
How come?
because it's all the debris on the lake.
For real.
For real.
You save money on the ferry. Beautiful. I
I
like
know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. You can walk and you can maybe just about an inch of sludge on top, and you
So you
can
can
walk
rent
right
on
on
the
top.
bike, too.
Yeah, yeah, because you can't do anything. You can't put anything anymore in anything. You can't clean anything.
Is it true
And
some
now,
people live over there?
and yeah, and we drink that stuff.
So what's hard to believe? You see all these condos going up.
Yeah, where's the shit- where's all
all
the
that-
shit going?
Where's it all going?
To the
Where's all
lake,
the
I
poop?
think.
Yeah,
You know,
where do you think
there's
it's gonna go?
There's what, like at least.
Look, there's here. They're
700
building like 11,000 units over here. That's at least let's take a- How
11,000?
many people? Let's say 20,000 people just in this area. How many shits a day? One shit a day. That's 20,000
Where's it going?
shits. That's
Multiply
probably
that by all the buildings.
Yes. Where's all that shit go?
I don't know, Tony. Where
It's all the confined shit goes into the Leslie's filtration station over here,
And then
And how much can that do?
and then they have to clean it. I don't know where the fuck it goes. They can't. It overflow goes. That's why the lake have all these E. coli, whatever they fucking call it.
You know, the
bacterial.
lake is closed. You can't go in the water, eh?
Yeah.
You know that,
I
right?
didn't
Bad,
know that.
yeah.
No, you
Close it
can't
up.
go in the
Which
water.
lake?
Lake
Lake
Ontario.
Ontario.
This
You can't
one
go in
over
it.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't swim in it.
there.
No.
Why?
No more because of all the
Bacteria.
shit.
We get sick if you go in there.
Yeah,
Most
you get
likely.
yeah,
Yeah,
you get E.
Even if you go
coli.
in February in there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fuck, even
Germs
worse.
don't take time off just because it's
No,
winter.
you die of dehydration.
Yeah, you guys don't make sense to me, eh?
Listen, it's all polluted. Like Chuck says, all these people taking at least one dump a day. That's thousands of dumps
It's a lot of caca.
going into a barrel that supports 60,000 people. That's what they built over there, not for 6 million.
Why don't they make
So
a
it
new
goes
one?
overflow.
Why don't they change them up?
How are you gonna change it up?
It costs money, and the city don't want to spend it. It's no different than
So
the
they
traffic
give us dirty
scenario.
water.
Yep. Don't drink tap water in Toronto.
That's
the worst.
New world order stuff.
No, yeah, they're
NWO.
fucking. They're fucking.
They're killing the fucking people. I bet you the
building.
rich people they drink a good water.
I drink good water.
Which one is good?
The one I get in the bottle.
Bottled water.
It's because it comes in a bottle. It's got to be good.
No, that's not true.
Why not?
That's not true.
It says on the thing
They just
pure.
put 'em in there, tap
It
the
says
tap water, they fill 'em
it
up
says
and drink.
it says pure life on it.
Oh, so it must be
It
real.
must be real. And on the
written
internet,
down.
on the internet, it says it's real. So everything on the internet is true.
Got to be true.
It's
Got to be true because on the internet it's true.
Reading, then I'm way behind.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, man.
That's terrible, man. I'm
I
drinking
started to
somebody's
drink.
shit.
I started to drink more red wine now because I guess what
It's
do you
better,
know?
right?
It's better.
Well, if it comes from Italy, it's cleaner, no?
You're fucking
Well,
right.
yeah,
It is.
because Italy's a very clean country.
It is, especially since all the immigrants came in and cleaned it all up.
Oh, yeah.
They made it fucking beautiful.
Syrian, the Moroccans.
Yeah, the
over
Syrians, the
there,
Moroccans,
clean,
yeah,
their
they're
countries
very
over there.
clean. Yeah, they're very clean.
Especially in India, those
Yeah,
people.
they take a shit everywhere.
They shit in the
They
Thames.
fucking destroyed everything over there.
They shit in the Thames River in India.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Beautiful.
that's a Ganges River, right?
Yeah.
Thames in England.
Times is in England. I was
Yeah.
thinking, what are you talking about?
Whatever. They're all.
Geographically
They're all.
fucking
They're all.
challenged.
They're all
you're a little
connected.
bit to the left.
Okay, guys, it was a nice. It was
nice
nice
talk,
having
eh?
Chuck on the here. You see, he said he had to go. He had 5 minutes, and an hour later. So thanks for coming on board.
I'm being respectful. I got to say.
Coming on board. I like your jewelry and your wristband. It's very nice. Is that a
We look so
Versace?
sharp.
That's a Versace.
Versace?
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's the cousin.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
when you put something in your mind and you really believe it, it's going to come to flourishing.
Yeah, it is. Flourishing for sure. It's the best. Even sometimes
Flourishing.
it's the best. I gotta
That's
tell you.
positive thinking.
It's a very positive thinking. And let me tell you something. No matter what anybody says, don't be subconscious.
Thank you, Tony.
All right. We'll see you in the new year.
Okay.
Podcast. This is 15 or 14. We lost track, but
But we're up to 41 people, no?
We're getting there. We're getting there. This one's going to attract a lot of people because I'm going to cut this one into 5 or 10 segments. Some good segments on this one, and I like the airplane segment. I like the segment on when you lost your shit about Christmas. That's a good one. There's some good segments.
We do stuff.
Yeah, it all comes out.
It
Okay,
gets
ciao.
edited.
Okay, ciao.